Let's go back. I better end the stream on that. Yeah. Over there. Hi. Seeing who will show up, and I'll just start working on my new cardboard. Alrighty. I'll just do a little setup. These two right here. Grab a pair of scissors. Get started. Anybody want me to do a bike, gas bike? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll do it. I'll stand on my head until my face turns red. Go see Brad, go see Brad, go see Brad. There we go. Just looking for my scissors. They're these. Told me I could do better. Make my begging sign, and I'll share with everybody, tell everybody that I'm online. Cheapo, I'm online. Paste is just not working tonight at all. I think it's my mouse. I gotta buy a new mouse. James, I'm online. Just tell a few people that I talk to them online. Tell Chaz. I was talking to Chaz today. He wanted to know about making his pipe. Somebody's telling him that an MZ65 will make his pipe or his bike so much faster. I'd like to talk to him online, warn him about all that, and buy a real dirt pipe from Cody Reed's or something like that, you know. Fast bikes. Online. Ding. My internet's just really slow tonight or something. I don't know. I told a few. There we go. Now let's check out my drawing skills. You know I'm not a graphic artist at all. Cut, copy, paste, that's me. Cut, copy, paste. But I'll try. Not like I have gas bikes to build or anything. Nobody's liking me, so I'll just cut and paste for them. No, I won't do it for long. I'm joking. 30 minutes or so. Who can guess what it's going to say? Who can guess what thing it's going to say? Hey, Elroy. Thanks for joining the show. When I get stickers, sure. I want patches. I want my patch to say Trip. I want it to say Monster Builder on this side. I want everybody to have a nickname. Everybody to have a nickname, and instead of like a mafia or something like that, we could be a motorized bicycle gang, you know? We could all practice parking our bikes in a straight line. Doing all that fun stuff a biker gang gets to do. Except, you know, motorized bike, same principle. That's what I say. Okay, let's see if I can freehand this. Do you have any questions for me? All right, have any questions? And his friend Elroy. I love that show, man. Jetsons. Shit, back in the day, man. Yep, we were all going to get spaceships that folded up into a briefcase. Those button pushing fingers was awful. Can you guess what it's going to say, Elroy? Monster Builders, what else? You know, I'm pushing for, you know, subscribers and likes. What do you think it's going to say? I was thinking it would say, don't be a gas bike snob. Like and subscribe. What do you think of that, Elroy? Don't be a gas bike snob. Because I know a few snobs that don't like me. Just a few. Oh, man. You should see some of my hate mail. Great. That goes on. You know, someday everything might change. And that would be cool. Aw, thank you. Awesome. What would you like to see me build? Or I have quite a few builds I got to do. Got to finish one. I got to just take a little bit off. I could do some deck work. You want to see some deck work? Or what kind of work do you want to see me do on a gas bike? I can do covers. I can do all that. There we go. Now I got to do it really big and obnoxious because that's how I am. Okay, I don't have to be. E O N T. Don't. B. A. Gas bike. Snob. Really big snob. Oh, that's great. I fucking love that. Don't be a gas bike snob. Like, subscribe, and share. There we go. I'll do some artwork with red. Deck work, importing. You tell me, what do you want me to port? I got TS 400, I have to take about a pinhole off. And I have a 660 that I have to take like 10 millimeters off. I got to take a shitload off of that 660 to fit on a 44 millimeter stroke. Wacky how much I got to deck. So glad I got a tool to deck, man. That would have taken me freaking years to do. On a trying to make it look more like, you know, a homeless person did it. I'm going for that homeless look. Let me do my sign and I'll start the deck work. Or let me at least get the rough draft out on it. So you can see it. Tell me if you approve or disapprove. And I'll start the deck work. I love S's. Love S's. Nah. I'm almost done. Okay, so. I gotta make a new one. Show the end. I need more color. Definitely more color. So let's do some red. Let's make some. Just check my phone real fast. Somebody to come talk to me. And then let's get you a good angle. What's going to go on here? Sit right here. I'm going to blast through a cover. I really need to sharpen them, but I'll get my Dremel action on that. I'm a little bit. I found my skateboard oil. My skateboard oil. Yes. a little crazy there. I'm going to slap some safety glasses on somewhere. I got a pair somewhere. Cleaned up my garage, so I didn't clean my table good enough though. Hello. Here we go. Well, Dread, thanks for joining, Dread. Heck yeah, need Elroy, guys. Dread, Will, Elroy. Let that cool off some. She's a little hot. Just teeny bit. I've got it clamped on the backside and I'm doing some vertical drilling. And I'm just making a cover. I like to have them open. I like the openness so you can adjust clutch and make sure your small bevel on your crank is on there and the screw's tight and it's not backing, smacking the case cover and stripping out. And I like to watch it spin. So this is how I like to design them. I like to design them with a big 3.5-inch hole in the middle. Yes, I buff them too. That would be the disc. I have my 12-inch disc, and I'm going to try and do a vertical one on the cover. I'm going to try and set up the vertical disc for that, but we'll see. Horizontal. Yeah, I have a buffer around here too, but I'd usually just, this isn't buffet, this just sanded. But I like the look of that much better. I mean, I really do. I like the looks of it. That's why I do it. Why I spend an extra hour doing it. We're through. Yes. CDH 9, $50 with a pedestal. Loving it. Wow, that's a deal. $50. Wow. Gas tank frame for $50. I think I paid like 120 for mine. Mm-hmm. Oh, wants to see some decking work. As soon as I get a cover made, I'll do some decking. I have a tiny bit of decking to do. Why don't I do that tiny bit of decking while I'm waiting for that to cool? I'm so freaking close on this one, guys. Pinhole. I had it running and everything. It runs great. But I just want to get rid of that pinhole. I don't know, it bugs me. It bugs me. There we go. Let's see some deck work. I'll show you some deck work. The box to ship the bike. Let's use a 6-inch. I only got half a millimeter to do. Who wants to see the hole I did? I kind of do. There's my hole. It's hot. All that'll come off when I take it down. And then one little hole right here. So it'll end up looking like that. Fire up. Take the side. To the back. Side to the back. There's my adapter plate onto the bottom of the cylinder. God, that's so smooth. There we go. That should get rid of my pinhole. Everybody's like, why did you do that? Why did you pull that apart? Why did you break the engine apart? Because I want to repair the crosstalk. I don't want to give somebody a bunch of engine with a bunch of crosstalk. Not even a pinhole. Well, you could just use it. What do they always say? You could just use a reed. I hear that so much. Why not just fix the crosstalk and then use the reed? Reed could work a hell of a lot better without the back pressure. Okay, and now I need my box of drill bits. 5/16 somewhere. Hand drill. Well, I got a 3/8. Case. Case. Stack it back on. Check the pins. Always check your circlips so that make sure they're seated. Pull the giant pin off. Everything sticks to the magnet. Let me blow it out. If I have any compressed air, that is. I got 20 left. Yeah, I know all about looking for a welder. But that was the deck work I did. Any questions on the deck work, Elroy? Oh, my notifications are all going crazy. Hold on. Hold on, I have to hit like 20 notifications to see what you wrote. How? How of what? What are you asking me? How to deck, or how to tell how much to pull off, or what's your question? Are you asking me how do I deck this, or are you asking me how do I find out how deep to go? I'll show you my secret, how I find out how deep to go right now. Got a brand new egg of silly putty. would you say that, dude? Wow. Port Timmons. Here, sorry. See that, buddy? Brand new. A little pinch. Just a little pinch between the cylinder piston. Who does? I'm always late too, dude. I'm sorry for everybody. I'm always late shipping stuff out too. We all are. We all have private lives that take up our time. It's squishy time. Thank you, Will. Right, I'm just pulling the rings off because I don't want to have to load them until after the squishy check. Right, I'm all working solo, just me and you, Will. I'm just literally wrestling these rings tonight. There we go. Got them off. Okay, let's squish. Squish, squish. That's what we have. Let's see where we're going. All the way up. Squish her down. Bring her up. And squish, squish, squish. Push down, squish, squish, squish. Look how much room I got still on that bad boy. I could go down another. That's what I got. A good mill. I want 0.75, 0.78, somewhere right around there. What I really want for Dan is about 7.8. 0.78 would be great. 0.8. And I'm still past 1. And I was running it just to see what it would run with a 1 or 1.65, 1.75 squish. Because I like to know stuff like this. But more importantly, let's check the crosstalk. We got a millimeter there. Squish. Check the crosstalk. Bring it all the way up. Good there. All the way down. There's dead center. Let's put a light behind it. See if we can see any light on the other side. We're good. No light. We're good. See, you'd see a light coming out of there if we had crosstalk. No more crosstalk. Double check that. Right. Oh, there is just like a freaking teeny tiny. I think with the pressure of the screws, though, to push it down. I think so. Thank you for the other light. I appreciate that. And still looking for my 5/16 drill bit. I picked up all my drill bits and I put them in a box. I can't. Oh, there. Because, yeah, that looked like 5/16. It's 9/32. 1964s. Quarter. Yeah. Okay, wow. gonna take a little bit more off the deck, just a little bit more decking, and I'm gonna clean my holes up just a hair. There. I'll save that for tomorrow. I'll get a 5/16 bit. I won't use that. Close with this one now. I just need to take off a fraction more than what it's got. I cut that squish so deep I could have not even used a adapter plate. I become the engine. I blow through the hole. I know when it's going to open by turning the wheel. I feel the intake open and close. I feel the exhaust open and close. I have the timing numbers right here for the race engine. And what's fucked up is, well, I won't even get into that. I won't even get into somebody showing one number and then secretly passing other numbers. That's such horse shit. That is such fucking horse shit. I won't even go there. But one time he sends me numbers for like 3 or 4 degrees different than what he's sending other people numbers for. So, yeah. And I don't even use numbers. I collect them anyway. I understand what the numbers are, but in my head, I like to become the engine and pretend like I'm the fuel traveling through. And I have a degree. Do I use the degree wheel? No, I do not use the degree wheel. I do not like a degree wheel alloy. I think other builders put too much faith into a degree wheel, and they think, oh, I have a blowdown of 114. I'm perfect. Have like the port timings are so fucking far off on the other side on the intake that they did all this fucking blowdown side. That's my new motto. Thanks, Dread. Yes, become the engine. Blow through it. Blow through here. Feel when the intake. Feel when the fuel goes down into the crank and turns, and feel in an engine when the piston's going up and down. There's a point when the pressure is lower than atmospheric pressure, and that's when everything drops in a cylinder down into the intake right here. It free falls. It goes into a lower atmospheric pressure. But yes, I like to blow in it, and I like to move the piston, and I can tell air leaks. I can find an air leak blowing through it. I can tell every fucking, I find every air leak on the whole damn engine just by blowing through it. I can feel it coming out the sides, or if it's a bad gasket, I can feel it coming off to the bottom. If it's a bad piston, I can feel it coming out of the exhaust side early, or I can feel it coming out. It's a bad piston if all the way up to the top, and I blow and it comes out the exhaust. I know that the piston's worn and it's letting air slip up through the side of the piston up to the exhaust, and we're not sealing. People that say they don't have crosstalk on their engine, I tell them, pump some pressure. You'll see it. Pump 50 pounds of pressure into your engine and you'll see the fucker leak. Yes, people don't like to hear that. They don't want to know that they have crosstalk. They don't want to know that it's leaking on the exhaust side. They don't want to know it's leaking on the intake side. But hell, let's find out the numbers on the stupid fucking degree wheel. Your engine is leaking like a fucking sponge, and then they're worried about fucking numbers off of the wheel. That's find the air leaks. Stop worrying about numbers. Find the air leaks. Get your mix right. Is there enough fuel? Is there enough oxygen? Is it mixing right? Are you leaking out the exhaust? Is the carburetor level? Is it perfectly level? Can you put a level on top of it and the bubble sit in the middle? These things are what's really going to affect the way your engine runs. Instead of playing with your piston on how much the exhaust opens and closes. I mean, there is so much more important shit than a stupid timing wheel. There really is, man. There really is. Like air leaks, like rich, like lean, like leaky pistons, like leaky rings. All this shit has so much bigger effect on that engine than how long your exhaust is open. I mean, so many people believe that the blowdown is everything. That's not everything. Though everything is, this piston's going to push up, bam, explosion, push it down. And then the weight of the momentum of the engine is going to push it back up, bam, push it back down. It's not, has to be that complex. If you can get the piston, what happens a lot of times is the piston will come up here and then it'll start firing early. And that'll four-stroke you worse than anything. You want that thing to fire, bam, when it's starting to come down right there. Let me get you a different pick. See that? If it fires anywhere here, it's fucked up. If it, bam, right there when it turns to the down position, bam, you want it fired. You do not want it fire here. Then it's pushing against itself and four-stroking. Four-stroking is when burn at the correct time. And that's why they're like, I have no power to top in. Your shit ain't firing at the right spot. Great tips. Yeah, listening to me. I've been on a roll, guys. Calling people dickheads tonight. I wasn't winning any success stories. But really, if you want to do a degree wheel, great. Find your air leaks. Figure out rich. Are you rich? Are you lean? Real easy. You have to cover the car. If you have to choke your carburetor, you are lean. If you have to choke it. If you have to, just the opposite. If you're rich, what does a rich engine do? Well, rich is, something different. With the Monster, I'm always lean. I'm always lean except for the part where the crosstalk is spitting it back into my carburetor and making the carburetor overflow and too much gas. All right, that's enough of me whining about the stupid degree wheel. That's what I say every time somebody asks me that. And balancing the cranks. Everybody's always on me about that. I say buy a new crank that freaking balances to begin with. How do you know it balances? Well, when you turn this piece right here should always remain round. You turn that and this fucker's going like this, it's a bad crank. Fucking don't balance it, fucking throw it away. This thing, if you turn this like this, and this thing isn't straight and it's going back and forth, it's a bad crank. You play with it all you want. If that thing does that, you're fucked. Get a new $20 crank. This side's usually never out. I mean, because it's heavier. What happens is this side is this doesn't get seated right. Your Woodruff key doesn't get seated right and catches underneath the bearing, and then it starts ripping up right here and disintegrating. But yeah, that'll be my show for tonight. 45 minutes. I did a tiny bit of deck work. I'll do, as soon as I get this engine out, I will start the 660 with the billet case that everybody's excited to see. And all that, man. My silly putty, can't lose that. I get all stressed when I can't find my silly putty. I'll do a little more decking on the cylinder and open the hole up just a little more so I got more room to move it around and get it perfectly centered on here. I think I was catching a little bit right here on one side or the other, and I didn't like that at all. I don't see any marks on the case, so it was very light. But I still don't like it. And I'm just going to open the holes up just a little bit here. They're quarters now. I'm opening them up to a 5/16, which is an extra 16th of an inch hole. But thanks everyone for tuning in, man. I love it. Thumbs up. Work on my sign, and I'll put it up on Facebook and see what happens. I love to see shit like that. But thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys later. I love you guys. Keep building. Block all the other bullshit out of your life. Just build. It's a great way to live, if you ask me. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you later.